themselves recognize that the allegations against them are something they can never attack and defend. But then they start making allegations against me the first night I ever show up on their stream. Can you explain that to me? Is this a regular day behavior from the Thorpes?
Yo, we can get Vanta to get him.
It very much is, but it usually doesn't happen this quickly. Usually there's a little bit of a romance period building up to this.
I even told them they're stupid.
Hey,
they expose themselves too quickly.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, I got a guy. His name is Vanta Black. He's a Somali guy, and he's very knowledgeable on the Islamic world.
Wait. Oh, go.
Now, if you can get in touch. Now, I don't have any way to contact Manar. But if you guys could get in contact with Manar and get him over here, I could get Vanta to come over here and shoot the shit with him.
Okay.
That would be very interesting.
You know what would be interesting?
What do you think, OPC? You want to do it on this channel?
Yes.
Set a date.
I'm absolutely down. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, give me a date, and I'll hit Vanta up tomorrow.
All right, let me get to. I've got to go through some channels to get in touch with Manar, so I can't give you a date right now, but I'll be in touch.
All right, I will come back over here either tomorrow or Tuesday.
Okay.
We will set this up. All right.
We will try. Okay, I'm actually eating my dinner, so I'm gonna mute myself. But feel free to holler at me something.
Okay, Spud, what are you gonna say? You gonna say something?
Do you know the kick guy Infrared by any chance?
Of course, I know Infrared.
Oh, him and Manar.
Oh, there's someone else you could get him to go.
I don't know if I doubt I could because he's kind of tricky to get because the last time he was in debate was against was a talent, but that was years ago. But Infrared would be a great person to see him debate with Manar because Infrared is like this Arab Muslim secular Maoist.
Perfect.
He would demolish Manar without an instant. It would be bad. He was pushing for MAGA communism like a couple months ago. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, Infrared.
You know him too?
Of course I know Infrared, bro.
Yeah, this guy, he knows where we're.
Yeah, no, I've been around the block, let's just say that.
So we're not done with Manar. No, you're not done with him. You're not done with him. Because Sunday afternoon, or really Sunday 10 o'clock afternoon, I, Get Crack, and OPC Don, the head of lolcowreject, decided to do a show, right? I went into it not knowing what's gonna happen, but I said, screw it, why not? I already agreed to it, and I had a great time. We mostly talked about the Thorpes just a little bit, right? We talked about other things as well, but we got back into the whole Manar stuff, and well, you know, things just didn't work out.
Need to know that. What is your opinion on Bashar?
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that shit.
You think Bashar was rightfully, come on. Do you think Bashar is to come back, or do you think it's over for the Bashar government? We need to know. Do you think
Bashar's gonna come back?
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
What's up, Manar? Yes.
He's got nothing to say. He comes up. What do you got to say, Manar?
Oh, that piece of shit! Right after I grabbed
I'm just mogging the shit out of you guys. Let me mog the shit out of you.
I think you owe us an apology, Manar. I think you owe everyone here an apology. One, you called me a snail for no reason.
You called you a snail?
Two, he called me a snail. Two, he called Jeremy ugly. Did you know Jeremy's a veteran?
Jeremy has a deformation in his lower jaw. I think he has a deformation. I just told him he's.
Hey, wait, Manar. Let's see those little tiny biceps you got right there. Oh, you like to flex them every time. Every single time.
Meow. Would you do a boxing match with me? Meow. Would you do a boxing match with me?
Oh, here he is, Jeremy.
Meow, but no gloves. No gloves.
But wait. You're not flexing your biceps. You flex them for Ava.
Meow.
Are you really Muslim?
Meow,
It
meow,
seems
meow,
like you're
meow,
gooning.
meow. Where do you live? Let me. I'll come to you. I wanna.
seems
I'll
like
do
you're
a
a gooner.
live show where I beat the
think-
shit out of you. Where do you
Did
live?
you didn't goon to Ava or
Meow,
Grace,
meow,
did
meow,
you?
meow. Where do you live? Where do you live? What state do you live in? I will do an IRL
Oh,
show where I
shit.
come and beat the shit out of you. Where do you live?
The veteran himself, Jeremy boy. You're gonna call this man?
Bro, why are
ugly?
you running away? I'm challenging you on a boxing fight with no gloves. Where are you going?
It looks like you're don't
Because
live
you want to
near
talk
me.
about my
Well,
biceps,
okay,
right? Where are you
Manar,
running away?
I'll answer you. It looks
Where
like
do
you
you
don't
live?
live near me. It looks like you kind of live in the third world. So
I live in the central.
might-
I live in the central states.
oh wait, so
Kansas,
Okay.
right?
you're promoting Islam.
Meow,
come
meow,
to
meow. I want to
America. You
promote
come
your
to
face
America to promote
printed on my
Islam.
fist. Meow, meow. I want to promote the deformity of Jeremy. I want to make you look exactly like him. I'm gonna give
I'll
you.
tell you what we can do right now.
I'm gonna give you a
We
chance
got-
because you want to talk about my biceps. You want to do
So
a
do
push-up
you-
contest? Do you want to do a push-up?
I'm not the one talking about your biceps. You're
You
the
wanna
one
do a
talking
push-up
about your
contest?
biceps. You
You want
flex
to do
every
Are you
time.
gonna do anything to prove that you're a man, or are you just gonna talk about my biceps?
How about that? That's a bicep, bro.
Come, let's do a handstand push-up contest. Let's see who can do more handstand push-ups. Get
All
up.
right, yeah.
Get up, get
I'm
up, get up.
gonna-
No,
I'm gonna flip upside
I'm not gonna let you
down
speak anymore.
on
Meow, meow, meow,
stream.
meow, meow, meow. No, you're not gonna talk. Meow, I take over this conversation. A handstand push-up contest. Get up right now. Let's see. Whoever wins donates to the other guy $50. Get up. Get
All right, let's go, Manar.
Anyways, how you doing, Get Crack?
Hey, guys.
What's up, Jeremy?
Meow, you're a fucking pussy. I would step on your head. I don't give a fuck about how big your biceps is.
It
I
might
would
be
step
hard
on you.
because you're like
I
5
would
feet
step
tall.
on you, you son of a bitch. I would step on you.
It might be hard
Just
because
like
you're
your
5
mother,
feet
your
tall.
horrible mother. I would step on you just like your horrible mother.
They
But
just
really
say
though, wait. are you
Ma,
really
I'm
Muslim?
mogging the shit out of you guys. I'm
But are you
the
really Muslim?
cutest
You
one
You
in the
didn't
fucking
answer. You
room.
didn't answer, Gar.
I'm the hottest guy in
Oh,
this room.
damn.
Can you bring somebody cute? Like, god damn, you guys are fucking ugly.
You want a man?
Why are you
up
trying to
here?
find dudes that are
Why are
cute?
you trying to?
Sorry.
If you couldn't tell, Manar came in here hot and ready. He was not happy. He was not in the mood. He came after us pretty hard. You know, props where props was, right? Or we brought in a later on we would bring another guy who spoke Arab, right? Well, we'll get into that when we get into that, because I have an interest in very much controversial ideologies, right? I'm not here to dog whistle or anything, and I wasn't trying to dog whistle in that particular stream on lolcowreject, but nevertheless, I was interested in asking Manar about Arab politics and so on, right? Particularly stuff relating to Baathism, Arab nationalism, Arab socialism, and things of that particular nature, where he stands, right? And prior before it, during the Dorp streams and his other stuff, I was asking him asking like, what do you think about this? How do you felt? Obviously, I didn't get an answer, and I wasn't the only one who felt that he clearly did not know what he was talking about, because Get Crack would tell me that when they were setting him up to debate other people, he just did not know what he was talking about. And I get it. Oh, and when he finally, came in, this wasn't the first time he would come into our little stream.
I think you mean SSI.
SIR, sirs.
You know yourself, you stupid bitch, that you were not fucking complimented by me calling you on steroids. If you were not complimented, you know what he did? He said, expose me that I'm on steroids, instead of saying, wow, I can't believe you said I look so big as a natural man. You were supposed to say you son of a bitch, you fucking bitch. Guys. This fucking bitch is a fake bitch. This fucking bitch is not even natural, and he's gonna come stand in front of me and flex his arms. You son of a bitch, I'm natural. You're a fucking fake bitch.
Rusk.
This is all natural.
Yalla.
Me?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Let him debate.
I proved you're a liar. No one will ever respect Meow again.
Yeah,
He will
Habibi,
never be on the witness stand ever
Habibi,
again.
هدي.
Meow, you were
Oh,
supposed to
man.
be complimented when I told you on
Habibi.
steroids, not to tell me to expose you, you son of a bitch.
Habibi.
هدي يا أخي هدي. شو المشكلة؟
كس امك قحبه shut the fuck
He
up
said,
يا
he
كس
said, motherfucker.
امك يا ابن المنيوكه
He can't insult my mother. What did my mother do?
Let him talk.
كس امك يا ابن الصومالي يا ابن المنيوكه اخرس يا ابن المنيوكه كس امك قحبه كس امك قحبه صومالي
كس امك يا سوري واحد يا سوري يا سوري
امك وسخ
انت سوري انت سوري انت سوري انت سوري racism. Thank you, Gary. I'll prove my point. Arabs are racist.
You're disgusting. Your fucking father. I can't believe you fucked your mother. That's how much of a disgusting person you are.
Racist.
كس امك قحبه
كس امك يا كلب يا سوري واحد.
كس امك يا ابن المنيوكه انا سوري انت صومالي كس امك انا سوري يا غبي انت صومالي اخرس يا ابن المنيوكه انا سوري انت صومالي لا تتفلسف يا صومالي انت اسمع انت بالامارات انت بيحطوك تحت
الريسيزم
انت في الامارات
ايوه انا اماراتي ايوه
you know the
اماراتي
I heard the N word kind of.
you Somalis and Emirates you know that's what you guys do.
He's going full race, Gary. He's going full racist. He's going full racist.
كس امك قحبه.
So we have another guy named Veneer. Hopefully I said his name right, but I don't think I did, or Venet or Venitz. I am pretty sure I'm saying the first name wrong. He's from Somalia. So we brought him in because he understood more of Arab socialism. I'm pretty sure he's from the Gulf area. And funny enough, Manar has a sort of disdain towards the Gulf. Now I understand that there is a difference between Arabs in the Gulf and Arabs in the Levant and all that area, right? You know, with Lebanon and Syrians and Palestinians, you know, those Arabs, right? And there's a clear difference between them and the Gulf. But he had a deep hatred, almost downright racist, even if you want to say. And Veneer kept talking to him in Arab. He just kept speaking to him in Arab in every way possible, and he just didn't respond back. He was throwing insults, which is very common, right? When you usually learn a new language, right, it's very typical for people to learn the swears, right? I met a lot of people who spoke Spanish, and some of the first words that they speak, right, as they're learning English, is swears. Same thing in other places, and you can clearly tell that Manar was no different. He was no different at all.
How was your trip, sir? How was your trip?
Guys, this is what they want. They want to talk about Manar, so let them talk about Manar.
No, we talk about Brandman.
Yeah, we're talking about
guys.
Brandman.
Look, I stepped on something.
Holy shit.
I stepped on something.
we tried to get him. We tried to get him to debate this Manar guy about Islam, and he kind of just said, "I'm
Look,
just
I
going to show
stepped
you
on
my
something,
dog."
guys. It hurt me a lot. Like cut open my leg. Guys, can you talk about this? I cut open my leg. Can you talk?
Why do you want to
Manar? Since Manar is the only thing in this conversation that matters, can you talk about this?
Manar, listen.
No.
Because no one wants to know how big the bush of Vanta's mother's is, or how small Get Crack for me's dick is, or how shit was being smeared all over fucking OPC's face,
really?
or how Mew is a fake natural who's trying to mob on natural.
Right.
What a loser that bitch is.
Yo, Manar, 8 billion people on this earth and nobody fucking gives a fuck. That's crazy.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, that's why you guys are literally having a full panel about me for the past 2 hours. Yep, good job.
Well, you're trying to chase
nice
clout,
claim,
right?
nice claim.
You're trying to chase clout, right? We got 60 viewers on this.
We got 60 viewers.
What you got? What you got? What you got?
You have the ugliest voice in the universe.
What you got, bitch?
No
You ain't
wonder
got-
you need to talk about me because no one, man, hearing that, I would fucking kill myself.
No one,
man.
man,
Please.
No one gives a fuck,
Because
bitch.
people,
And leave,
no wonder you can't do a
leave,
show by
Then
yourself.
yeah,
you
just
people.
leave then. We don't care.
leave.
Fuck your mother.
Leave
You were
out.
talking about me for
Salam
the last
alaikum.
hour.
Salam,
Even if
salam
I leave, you're
alaikum.
gonna talk about me, you sons of
Holy
bitches.
Salam alaikum.
Boy got
Just
puss
leave.
أمك يا
in
ابن
his
القهوة.
Salam alaikum.
بس أمك.
Yeah, salam alaikum. Goodbye.
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
بس أمك
Yeah,
يا ابن
goodbye.
القهوة.
Salami,
Hey, even if I
salami
leave,
likum, salami likum, salami
Dude,
likum.
Allah
Yes.
Akbar, nigga.
Yeah, shout out to salamis. I like to make salamis.
Hey, gobbledygook. Remember who milked
I
you,
won.
gobbledygook?
I won.
You
I
sent
won.
me $9 last night. Don't forget who
I
got
won.
milk.
I
You
won.
got
I
milk,
won.
gobbledygook.
I
Don't
won.
fucking
You
talk.
got
I
goat
won.
milk.
I won.
Hey,
Bro,
hey,
Manar,
hey,
I
guys, you're gonna
I
talk
think
about
that
me
goat-
anyways. There's
I think
nothing
that
else to
cut
talk
from
about.
the
Nobody
goat
wants to talk
was fucked
about
up.
Bertha's
I
mother.
think you're LARPing. I think you're
Johor.
LARPing. I think you're
Yeah, we
LARPing
think,
as
yeah,
a.
we think.
I think you're
Oh
an
my
Indian LARPing as
God.
an Arab. I think you're a Hindu LARPing as a Muslim Arab. It's somewhere.
I think you need to go see the
Oh, you know what? Yeah, come on, Cherry lover. Come on, Cherry.
it's like I don't even know how to even say the spot, but
Funny, not funny, not funny, not funny, not funny.
Spud,
Not
you,
funny.
Spud, get your dick out of his mouth, bro. He can't talk straight.
Not funny.
What is that cancer in your throat?
Ya akhi, may Allah strike you, bro. Just salam alaikum, please.
I wish God would let me meet your mother. Ya Allah, Ya Rab.
Yeah,
Rab, I need Banta's
you
mother.
wish,
Ya
you
Rab,
wish,
I will record it.
you wish, yeah, Ibn
Ya
al-Qahba.
Rab. You
wish.
think God will ever hear a prayer you have, you son of a bitch, you whore, you fucking whore maid, you bastard?
Whore me.
Because I made I made him and his mother's a whore.
I thought you meant like meat, like the drink meat, like whore meat.
Spot, can you keep talking, Spot?
The only whore you know is
This
the
is
goat
who you guys are.
What are you talking
You guys are sons of bitches with little tiny dicks who can't believe that you guys get to have a little bit of attention of people on the internet while you're talking about
Oh, he's Indian. He's Indian. Wait. You're Indian. He's Indian.
Yeah, I told Ava it was Life of Pi. Life of Pi on Code.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did kind of pointed maybe that he's an Indian LARPing as an Arab, because we did later on ask Rainier about that, right? Because there is a lot of other migrant work. There is a lot of migrant workers in the Gulf states, right? Many of them coming from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, from those general area, and we were. We were curious, right? Because Amir even said that like he's just LARPing, right? He's clearly LARPing because Rainier was really trying to talk to him in Arabic, right? You can at least hear him, and Manar just kept just cursing at him just constantly, and you would at least think that maybe he would respond in a full sentence or in a paragraph, or at least actually engage and maybe. Rainier or Manar would at least translate back to it, but that was not the case. And I felt like I was, I felt I was very right about that, right? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe it was a little too harsh. Maybe that's why he started to come after me for the way I speak, which is perfectly fine. I understand how I speak, but I don't LARP as another culture, I made it very clear. I'm very right-wing, Spanish, quite Catholic even, when but I try not to LARP, right? But enough of Lee LARPing. In the end, Manar didn't come back, and he started stream sniping us right after. And from there, you can kind of tell that he wasn't happy, but and even started to come in and start talking about his views, where his views, mind you, compared to our views, which were around 50 to 60, even 70, he was only getting around 8 to 15. And most of those people were from our stream. Nevertheless, it is what it is. I had a great time, and just watching the chaos was interesting, right? Usually, I watch the chaos from other people, that they're the one who create the chaos, right? Like the dwarves, or even occasionally Ruby or Keemstar or Becky, whoever, right? But this time to be front seat and getting a guy mad to the point where he's mocking my speech, which is perfectly fine, valid even. Because it says said that maybe he's LARPing as an Arab guy. Now maybe that was a little too harsh on my end, but it is what it is. In the end of the day, you can try to take the internet serious or not, and it's up to you. I had fun. I know the other guys had fun. And in a way, maybe Menard learned from this, and maybe he got more people to follow him. And hey, good on him, actually. No, I know that Ava wants him to eventually debate Destiny. I'm not sure that that's gonna ever happen. All I would say is that study a little bit of Arab politics, right? Study more on that field, right? Because you're going to eventually debate people who are from your sphere, who have more insight and knowledge. And in the end, you can only do you can do is learn and be better. For me personally, I'm going to still create slop, and I'm going to stream slop. And maybe somewhere in the middle, my voice isn't grating or shitty or whatever. But in the end, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope Anar becomes successful. I do genuinely hope he becomes successful. And you never know. Maybe down the line, we'll see him again and things will be different. But you never know. Worst case scenario, he becomes a local. Best case scenario, he becomes a really good streamer. Either way, I hope for the best. Till next time. God bless.